Good morning, everyone. Aja here from Garden Days. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It is a beautiful overcast day, 68 degrees. Since we're here in Orangeburg and it's the home to the Edisto Gardens, we thought we would come and spend the day here. We're here at the beginning of the gardens. They have azaleas growing mixed with evergreens. We're at the North Fork of the Edisto River. Yeah, the trees are starting to leaf out. We are in spring. And this is a hiking path that continues along and travels with the river. Has beautiful azaleas growing all through it. Also, some climbing roses I see. Wow, what an amazing place.
You would hit the street at the far corner of the gardens.
Like Jeff was saying, this kind of bypasses the gardens if you want to walk along the river. Wow, look how tall that azalea bush has grown. It's more like a tree. Well, look at the camellia flowers all over the ground. Beautiful, beautiful. It's amazing. I love the color. Jeff smelling the azaleas. Do they smell nice?
They don't smell as nice.
The camellias, yeah, the camellias are more fragrant. Look at that. This is the overview. We've got to go over the bridge to go to the gardens. But look how lovely this is. And there's just geese all over the place. So I'm really excited to start our journey through the gardens. What a beautiful man-made pond. Oh, there are mallards over there. They have these statues. No fishing. So peaceful. That looks like an alligator, doesn't it? Oh, there's a turtle in here. We saw some of those in Myrtle Beach. Oh, it went under. Oh, another turtle? Yeah. Bunch of turtles. Look at all the little movement, the water bugs. Yep, there's the mallard ducks. Oh, someone told me what that duck was that I said kind of looked like a turkey. I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments. Wow, what a beautiful place. Gonna grab a bag just in case. Right after the two ponds, we'll come into the rose garden. Doesn't look like there's much in bloom other than this beautiful arbor or arch that Jeff's getting ready to walk under. Look how full of yellow, small, petite flowers is on this Ladybank's rose. It's a climber. Absolutely beautiful. Now that variety is thornless, which is amazing. You don't find a lot of thornless roses. We have another climbing rose, the Peggy Martin, but no blooms yet. It's been sheared back. Oh yeah, look at one pink pretty bloom. Seems like at the edge of every row they have a climber. This one is the Quicksilver. Yeah, they have an arbor at every end. Oh, this one looks nice and full, but no blooms yet. I spotted this from across the way, Floribunda iceberg. It's the tree form of a rose. It's actually in bloom with nice, beautiful white flowers. I'm now just starting to notice that there are a couple blooms here and there. But I bet this is pretty in the summertime when it has all its blooms. I love the really dark green and burgundy foliage on this rose shrub tree that's called Knockout. These gardens are the centerpiece of Orangeburg. They have over 5,000 roses planted. Oh, I wanted to show y'all this Japanese snowball viburnum. Has pretty little flowers. It's starting to bloom all over, like little cotton balls. And it has that chartreuse color. Very nice and beautiful. So next we're gonna take a walk on the boardwalk, which is 2,600 linear feet. Looks very beautiful in the back area there. Wow, look at the white azaleas. All the azaleas growing. There's pink, fuchsia. I really love the pink azaleas. They look very tropical because, as Jeff has pointed out in the past, it just looks like someone painted it on the inside. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? They should call this the azalea garden. There are lots of them. Ooh, look at the deep kind of fuchsia color there. I did love the winter tours that we did in Florida, but this is going to be the season here, spring. I'm sure we're going to come across some amazing gardens. I don't think you can see that, but this cypress is starting to leaf out. You can see little baby leaves, and then it's underplanted with a bunch of iris. You can also see the knees of the cypress. It's all those pokey things sticking up out of the ground. Look at, there's one lone iris in bloom. Okay, we're going to continue on. Wow, a lot of green grass. Oh, nice. I like this little cute shelter they have built here with a bench and a little tiny table. Yeah, very cute sitting shelter. I'd love to have one of these back home. There is that trail that follows the river, the border of the park. Yeah, they do have a lot of azaleas here and also cypress. Oh wow, look at this magnolia. That is humongous. Okay, we didn't finish the boardwalk because I want to, oh, look at the bird feeder there. That's beautiful. Ooh, this part of the boardwalk is beautiful. It's got the azaleas underneath and the trees hanging over the walkway.
That could be a whole nother video.
That's a whole nother video? What is it? Oh, it's Horn Wetlands Park. Oh, that'd be awesome. Let's take a look at the river.
Wait till you see the water wheel.
The water wheel. There's a memorial to Gloria Smoke here. And they've planted a Japanese maple. This is the Edisto River. Oh, Jeff was right. Look at that cool kind of water wheel. This one is on a barge, and sometimes these are used for power. I don't believe this one is. Jeff was just pointing out the little tubes that capture the water, and then the water gets poured into the channel, which flows into that channel, and then some kind of overflow over here. I definitely want to come back and do this. This looks amazing, but this might be for the other channel, and it just follows the Edisto River all the way down. Very cool place. Unfortunately, there's not much left, so we're gonna do some walking by the river. There are some things that are in bloom still here. There's an azalea right by the water. And azalea is just covering one side of the path. Wow, they have some wild cherries growing along the river. There's one right there. And then right next to me, this one is completely covered in blooms. They're just everywhere. Such a pretty little cherry blossom. Along the river's edge here, since it's so sloped, they have mondo grass planted. I'm sure that's to help with erosion. Another quick overview of this part of the gardens, just filled with azaleas, all different colors. Look how green the grass is.
They may just flood to irrigate this because there's little sprinklers and things, and then they're probably hooked up to this pump over here.
I think you're right, because I see like See how it's very flooded in certain spots? And that would make sense because these are all cypress and they love their roots wet.
With the river right next door, they can just pump the water out of the river.
So Jeff made a good point. We think that they actually flood irrigate from the river. They just pull it straight out of the Edisto River. There's a lot of water there. It's actually very peaceful through here. Oh, there's a moon garden over there? Okay. Huh?
Most of the gardens are on the other side of the street.
Okay, so I was confused. I thought this was the end of the gardens, and Jeff said he said the end of this side, but there's another sector over there. Yay! Isn't nature just so beautiful? Wow, I just want to show y'all how huge this red azalea is. That's beautiful. Oh, there's more cherries right there. So we have to cross over the street here, and then we continue into the gardens. Kellogg, you want to play? Come on, go. So we've made it to the other side here. Seems like they have some kind of center palm fountain here. A nice gazebo with a wide bench. Now this side of the gardens doesn't seem like a lot is in bloom. You have your crepe myrtles here. Oh, there's more along the way? Okay. Yeah, the crepe myrtle have Spanish moss all over them. Oh, we used to grow this evergreen back at my family's home. It gets little white flowers on it, but we always kept it in a hedge. It makes a cute small tree. The park does continue on that way, but first we want to check something out. Look at this whole hedge of cypress. That's beautiful. It's over here across the road. Look how beautiful the blooms of this Japanese wisteria is, and it just covers this tree. This is actually not part of the park, just on the roadside, but I thought I would show it. I think it's such a beautiful plant, but definitely invasive. Wow, that's pretty. Look at this whole row of cherry trees. Made it back to the garden trail. I thought this was an overflow pond, but Jeff seems to think that it might be a rain catchment pond, and then they use it to flood the fields as well. There's a pipe over here. We've come full circle back to the azalea gardens. Oh, there's like some kind of cabin over there. Oh, actually, I think it's just a sitting area. Pretty cool. Edisto Memorial Gardens, official discovery site, South Carolina National Heritage Corridor, Orangeburg, South Carolina, the Garden City. Just so you get the layout of the gardens, we started over here, and then there's the bridge that we walked over. Rose gardens are here, then we follow this, and that was the little wooded area. We followed the river over here, which is the north leg of the Edisto River, and then we came down here, came across the street, saw that wisteria, and then came back around here. We're right here. Look at this huge camellia bush. It has one bloom over here. Not a lot of blooms left. That is beautiful. What a beautiful memorial. Angel of Hope, dedicated to remembering our children who are forever loved, missed, and cherished. May the Angel of Hope serve as a place of healing and remembrance for parents, family, and friends. That's a beautiful azalea. Look at the color. I'm not sure if it's showing up, but it is coral. Then have another camellia, and of course more azaleas. There's a structure that I thought was a cabin. Wow, look at the cherry tree underplanted with azalea bushes, different colors. Now this, which I thought was a cabin, is actually the old park office. Yeah, they have gone crazy with the azaleas. They have this little overlook here, and Jeff was just pointing out that there is a dry riverbed. I'm sure there's water running in it from time to time. Oh, they have another wisteria?
Invading the
Camellia?
few blossoms.
Yeah, it's going right in the camellia. Well, that's a nice mix, the purple and reds. Although the camellia is not really blooming right now. A few spent blooms. So part of that dry waterfall, there is a kind of catchment pond. And then below it is a huge pond that does actually have water in it. This camellia is in bloom. Must be a different variety. Or it's just loving its spot. Oh, I like this camellia. Look at the white blooms. Isn't that pretty? Soft white bloom. Okay, we're gonna continue on. The trail wraps around this way. Oh, look at this little water garden area. The Japanese maple. Ooh, it looks like it's overflowed a bit. Very nice. Oh, there's actually goldfish. I don't see any koi. Has little cherry blossom petals in there. And a nice bridge. It's the other side. It's actually a water lily here. Hear the sound of the mountain stream as cold water caresses over the stones, creating a calm, soothing sound as the water flows down the mountain. The thing that I thought was a trumpet vine that grows everywhere here in South Carolina is actually called the Carolina Yellow Jasmine. This semi-evergreen twining vine is our state flower. The flowers that are on this vine are bright yellow and trumpet shaped. It has a subtle sweet fragrance in the early spring. Nice, there's actually plant labels here. This is the sweet tea olive. It gets about 6 to 8 feet tall, but they've hedged this one. It is a shrub with evergreen leaves. The leaves contain sharp points along the edge. It has tiny little white flowers. In the back here we have gardenias, which grow about 4 to 5 feet. Evergreen shrub, dark glossy leaves. This plant was named after Dr. Alexander Garden in Charleston, South Carolina, and he died in 1791. So right there we have sweetgrass, a 2 to 3 feet tall native grass that blooms a burgundy feather-like plume. Sounds pretty in the early fall. Its leaves are long, thin, wire-like filaments. This grass is used for famous Charleston sweetgrass baskets. Had lemon thyme here, low growing, but I don't see that. It's probably not the right season for it. And then a wild sunflower, also probably not the right time for that. They have the cheddar pink dianthus, which is low growing perennial. And it's right here. I grow this back at home actually. Has a pretty pink bloom on it. Pineapple sage, wait, that's not here actually, because it gets red blooms on it. And then they have lamb's ear here. I actually want to grow this, but I haven't yet. Most of the herbs, like the mint and the rosemary, are not growing yet. I'm sure they plant them out in late spring. That was definitely a nice little circular path. I enjoyed that. Okay, now I think it just continues back around and down to the rose garden over here. With remembering hearts, the people of Orangeburg County on July 5th, 1959 assembled to dedicate these gardens and this memorial to the servicemen. So many beautiful things in bloom right now, but it's a shame that the crepe myrtle is not in bloom because that is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful tree in bloom. But we'll just enjoy the azaleas and other plants. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the tour here at Edisto Gardens in Orangeburg, South Carolina. I know I did. I thought it was a very beautiful place, and hopefully I can come some other season and see what's growing. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.